just about to get underway. And on the mound today, Sean Burke. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Check swing, and that's a ball. That one missed. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Another solid power season. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. And there's a ball. Swings and misses. And it's 2-1 now.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that misses. 3-1 now. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And ball four, two aboard.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Third, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Not even close there. Ball one. Lucas, the lead runner at second. Springer at first with no outs. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Nope, that's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that drops in for a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Full count.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Golden opportunity right here. On a line out towards center. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, no outs. And now the DH, Addison Barger. In there for strike 1.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
At the belt and fires. And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Two on, 1 out. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Tachman settles underneath it. 2 away.
Batting 7th, third baseman.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Bo Bichette.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Will Wagner, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Right through there for a strike. High in the air, out to right. And he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Jose Barrios.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Here's Mike Tachman. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Chase Mydroff now at the plate. First pitch just misses. In the air to left down the line. Loperfido sizing this one up. Has room, and he makes the catch. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Let's go, Drew. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball there. Man at first, one away. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one ripped. Can't get there, and it deflects off him.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
First and second, one out. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Miguel Vargas. Up the middle, dive, and he's got it. There's one. Oh, the throw is over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. So up next for Chicago, Kyle Teal. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
There's a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here on the south side. Now here is Ernie Clement. Burke back to work. Clement in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2017. Two balls, no strikes to count. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
That one almost got him.
Aye.
3-1 now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Corrals it, and there's one down.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Joey Loperfido.
Digging in, Joey Loperfido. Fought off foul. Just off the inside edge.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Just missed.
Ball two.
Outside low. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Inside, and that's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Fielder,
Nathan Lucas, the next to hit. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Ball one, no strikes.
Hey!
Just
No bets off the
missed.
plate. Ball two.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Two now. Fastball is outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
That's hard hit in the line. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 outs. Here's George Springer. A walk and a run scored his first time. Check swing, called strike.
0-1's the count. One ball, one
Squirts
strike.
away a little bit. Goes to second.
He's
Save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two outs. And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Blue Jays 2 and the White Sox 1. We head to the bottom of the second, and here is Lenny Sosa.
Second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. That clips the corner. Out towards right center field. Springer there makes the catch, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Colson Montgomery stands in now and watches strike one. And that misses. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a foul straight back. On the ground to the left. Now a jump throw. And he can't come up with it. One down. Brooks Baldwin getting ready to hit.
Baldwin.
That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. And another ball. In the air, left field, down the line. He's there. He's got it. And there's two away.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Here's Josh Rojas. Just missed. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Long gone. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yup, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. A breaking ball up and in, you have to be careful to not jam yourself. The velocity's not going to do it, but your swing path can if you come off with a baseball. Pulled his hands tight to the body. Really good job of explosion through the zone and drove it out of here.
So the batting order turns over, and now Mike Tauchman scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. That's in there. 0-1. Two outs, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Oh, that hit him. He's in there. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here's the White Sox DH, Chase Mydroff. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Just missed. Tauchman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This one in the air, right field. And George makes the grab. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Top half of the third inning, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
After scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. And another ball.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade.
And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Next to hit, Bo Bichette. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. Pulls that one foul. Man at second. And a foul ball. Good eye in that spot.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Struck him out swinging, and Bichette is retired. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Now batting, designated
Addison
hitter,
Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Benintendi ranging after it. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Here's the throw. It's off the mark and he scores. Back even. It's 3-3.
Now batting.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Kerr stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
No,
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Smoked into left, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, third baseman, Will Wagner.
And next for Toronto, Will Wagner. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And that's the third out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back at right field, Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Miguel Vargas digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Springer there makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Kyle Teal.
Kyle Teal will hit next. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed.
Outside.
Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Tied up here in the early going. Liner, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the White Sox, second
And here is
baseman,
Sosa to the plate. Flied to
Sosa.
right his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. High fly ball out into left center field. Low Perfido. And that is that. The White Sox leave 1. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement.
All right, you got
Pounding ball here, rolls foul. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, left fielder, Joey Loperfido.
And now for the Jays, Joey Loperfido. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Inside, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Jonathan Cannon appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Wilson also getting ready. A little bit high. 2-0. Swinging a foul out of play. Inside, just missed. 1 out, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
And now Nathan Lucas. That's outside, and it's 1-0. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. And that misses. 3-1. Loperfido over at second, 1 down. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Goes down looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Springer in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that'll do it. 1 left for Toronto. Still tied 3-3. Bottom 4. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
The shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
You know, these White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says they are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
The shortstop takes the ball.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him up inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Now here is Brooks Baldwin. Fly to left his first time. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Hey, 2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Josh Rojas now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And there's the strike.
All ones the count.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side here in the fourth. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Score remains tied at 3.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Jonathan
number
Cannon.
48.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Vladimir Guerrero
Off for
Jr.
Toronto.
getting
First
ready to
baseman,
hit.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Fly ball to right. Topman hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop Bo Bichette.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. Bichette measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. The shortstop takes the ball. And now 2-1. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's outside. And the count is 3-1. And there's the strike.
Thank you.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Addison Barger. First pitch, not close. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses, and it's 3-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And that's ball 4.
Inside,
it wasn't
ball 4.
easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Kirk now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
0-1.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Oh, right to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Halfway home, tied at 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Berrios back to work. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
To the right side, Clement. Whips it to first. Tauchman is gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chase Mydroth.
Now the number 2 hitter, Chase Mydroth. 0 for 2 in this one.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. That's to third, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Benintendi tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and yes, he offered at it. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Miguel Vargas, the next to hit. And that's in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brendan Little, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Green getting cranked up as well. Benintendi off of first with 2 away.
1-1.
And that's
Nope,
off
inside,
the
ball
inside edge. And that's ball 2. And misses inside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 11th of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 5-3. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 away with nobody on. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that is out of play. That misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
That one lifted to left. And that is that. But the White Sox with a 2-run homer. It's now a 5-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here on the south side, all set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Will Wagner. And the first offering is not close. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Brandon Iser getting loose out there. Alexander also throwing. On the ground, Vargas. He steps on the bag, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Out to short, Montgomery. On to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Joey Loperfido.
Joey Loperfido will hit next. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The Jays down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And the pitch is in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Tachman brings it in. And that is that. So they go quietly there. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the White Sox 5 and the Blue Jays 3.
Now pitching for
New
Toronto.
pitcher on now, Brendan Little.
Number
He
54.
pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once
Brendan
again.
Little.
Lenny Sosa
And leading off
digs
for
in
the
now.
White Sox, second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Just missed.
You know, these White Sox really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Next offering is down low.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
This one smoked out to left, and there's one down.
Up next for the White Sox, the shortstop,
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. And he grounds one to the right side. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
One gone, runner at first. And up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin.
That's a ball.
This one in the dirt. Check swing, called strike. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Ryan Burr getting ready to go. Montgomery at first, one gone. And that's through there for a strike. Going to count 1-2.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Out to short, Bichette. They take the force out. That is the inning. So one left for the White Sox, and it remains 5-3.
Now pitching for the White Sox.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
53.
Brandon Iser.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Back to the top of the order, Nathan Lucas now at the plate.
Nathan Lucas.
Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike three. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And the batter is George Springer. Missed inside with the curve.
That's ball 2.
The Blue Jays trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed. And now it's filled up.
Full count. 3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. Springer on the run. Line drive, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Fastball for a strike. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Two on, 1 out. On a line. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground. As a run scores on the play.
That's a bittersweet moment right there. This game could easily be tied up right now, but they'll need to stay focused on the positives. And they have 2 runners in scoring position with a chance to take the lead late in this game. And that's good news for this offense, but yeah, the defense feels like they caught a break, no doubt.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Brandon Iser gives way, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New
the White
pitcher
Sox.
now, Steven Wilson.
Number
Well,
36.
the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now at the plate, Addison Barger. And that one fouled off. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Struck him out looking.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield bat. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick.
So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. Now, Will Wagner. 0 for 3 in this one.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Fastball is outside.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one hooked foul. That missed by a lot. And that's ball three.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And Benintendi able to make the grab. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Seventh inning stretch time. It's the White Sox 5, the Jays 4. Set for the last half of the seventh. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Mike Tauchman. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. Fair ball.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And here is Chase Mydroff.
0-1's the count.
Tauchman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next pitch is outside. And that drops in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
That one misses. And the count now even up. And that's down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Struck him out looking. That's the first cutter we've seen today, and it was effective. Benintendi up here.
Batting, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
In the dirt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that is downstairs. Ball two. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Got him swinging on the curveball. That K is his third of the game.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And next to hit for the Sox, Miguel Vargas. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the fifth.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. And he pumps it a strike.
An at-bat like this is almost
No balls, 2
over
strikes.
as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The White Sox leave 1. They lead at 5-4.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
White
back,
Sox.
and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
70.
Tyler Alexander.
And he's had a struggle so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for
game,
Toronto,
and now for the
second
Jays,
baseman,
Ernie Clement. And ball 1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one is absolutely belted. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So up next for Toronto, Joey Loperfido. Line drive, base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. The throw's offline, he's safe. All tied again, 5-5.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So digging in, Nathan Lucas. And a sac bunt here, and that goes foul. Drops a bunt down the first base side, and that's foul. Got him looking, and one away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And next for Toronto, George Springer. That misses, and it's 1-0. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. To short, could be 2. Over to second for 1, and that's 2. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 5 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
52.
8th. Nick Sandlin. He's been so good against lefties. Here's the catcher to hit,
Leading off
Kyle
for the
Teal.
White Sox.
1 for 3.
Catcher, Kyle steal.
First offering, and it just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's
Ball
down and
2.
in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Way
Ball
high.
3.
Lenny Sosa in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's in there. Full count now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
He goes down looking.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
So up next, Lenny Sosa. Now this is a rocket to left. Bangs off the wall. The throw to second. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
One out, runner at second. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. Fouled off. He was late.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
So up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And he takes one right on the black. 0-1. Man at second. And fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. 2 outs. Got him swinging.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
White
back,
Sox.
and here comes the closer,
Number
Grant
31.
Taylor. And here's the first
Leading off
baseman,
the Toronto,
Vladimir
first
Guerrero
baseman,
Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First
Back
pitch
outside.
misses. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Just missed. And a breaking ball misses outside. Bo Bichette in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
For the Blue Jays,
go ahead, run on base.
Bo
Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Action in the pen down there. Jordan Leisure, the young right-hander, up and throwing. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Tap foul at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays.
Oh, that's low.
Squirts away a little bit. And an excellent job keeping it right there. One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. And a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Outside, 1-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. And he beats it. He's safe.
Now batting, third baseman Will Wagner.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And now for the Jays, Will Wagner. 0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Fought off foul. That one missed.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And there's the ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded, and I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk, and you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Clement in the box now, takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Joey Loperfido next up for the Blue Jays. And that one upstairs, ball one. The 1-0. Hit in the air, center field. Baldwin sizes this one up. He's got it. And that's the third out. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. A 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the White Sox 5. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
Well, one-run game, and now it's going to be Josh Rojas. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it stays fair.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Back to the top of the order now. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Mike Tauchman.
0-1, no strike.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base.
Bottom of the ninth, one-run game, 2 on. Chase Maidra getting ready to hit. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
One-run game, bottom 9. Close, but call the ball. Now 1-2. White Sox down a run. And that's outside.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away.
Benintendi.
He's 2 outs away. Andrew Benintendi steps up. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Just missed.
Ball one.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Next offering misses down and away.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 1 out. Gets the call. 2-2. White Sox down a run. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And now here is Miguel Vargas.
Nope, that's the ball.
Just missed. And the slider just misses. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
He walked in, and that will keep things going.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
2 outs, bases full. Teal will hit next. Trying to deliver as the hero. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.